Hi friends, my name is Meghna and I have been recently selected for SBI Clerk 2020. And this is not the sole success of mine. I have cleared this exam with the help of Olive Board. And coming to the examination, it was delayed because of pandemic, and when the date was announced, we were only left with 10 to 15 days. And I was so tensed because we have to revise all the month's current affairs and we have to practice simultaneously. We have to prepare for English and we have to be ready for writing the examination within 10 days, and we have to brush up all our preparation. I was so worried. Then Olive Board gave an assurance that we will help you. We will help you in getting your examination cleared and we will assure you. I put my faith entirely in Olive Board team. And I started practicing simultaneously quant and reasoning and read daily editorials and practice all the things which were all provided by our staff. Coming to the GA section, which is the most scoring subject in SBI Clerk because it carries 50 marks. And I used to follow TNA, Daily News Analysis, which was taken by Aditya sir. And I used to revise weekly current affairs parallelly. And when the last most 10 important days were left for the examination, then Aditya sir provided fabulous classes, fantastic classes, and he did his best to revise all the months, important months current affairs in that stipulated time. And I have followed Aditya sir in Edge platform, and finally it helped me. All those videos helped me to attempt more questions in GA section while writing the main examination. And finally I got selected. And the mock test which I have purchased from Olive Board at Olive Board platform were the same, where I felt like they were the same level questions in the examination, and that helped me a lot without panicking by seeing the question. And all these helped me to clear the examination. Please do subscribe to Olive Board Edge and do follow Aditya sir classes. It will help us to move from unemployment to an employee status. Thank you.
Hi guys, good morning everyone. I hope you are well. A very warm welcome to Olive Board. I can see most of you have joined. We'll wait for a few moments so that others can join and then we'll start. As you know, we are discussing the AIM IB course and we are focusing on the IB ACIO exam. So today's topic is close test. Make sure that you like this session, share it with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We'll wait for others to join and then we'll start. So someone is asking exam कब होगा? Exam February में होगा. Exam February last week में होगा. And आपको जल्दी ही डेट भी पता चल जाएगी एग्जाम की exact date. So Sindhuja has joined us. Good morning. Good morning everyone. A very good morning to you. Chalo, we'll start then. Okay. I'll quickly take you through the current and upcoming courses at Olive Board. We have started the IBPS PO mains cracker course and it has already begun on the 18th of January. The IB ACIO target batch has also started on the 18th of January. The SBI PO mains crash course begins today, that is 20th January, and finally the ECGC PO cracker course begins on 21st January, that is tomorrow. So if you wish to enroll in any of these courses and if you wish to get access to any of these courses, make sure that you enroll as soon as possible. The dates are mentioned. Now let us begin today's session. The session is focusing on the English section of the IB ACIO exam, and today's topic of discussion is close test, right? These classes are taking place every day, Monday to Thursday at 10 a.m. So make sure that you tune in every day at 10 a.m. The classes are taking place regularly and we are going topic wise. So we'll be covering all the topics. Good morning, Prashant. Good morning, Rohit. Yep. So let us start. Today's topic is cloze test passages, right? So here is the first passage. I'll give you a few moments so that you can quickly go through the passage and then we'll solve the passage together. We'll look at the questions and we'll solve each blank together. I want you to go through the passage and the directions that are mentioned in the passage. So the passage focuses on Mosquito City, which is located in or an blank of Tanzania that's hot, humid and swampy. In other words, perfect conditions for its primary blank. Malaria has been so widespread in this part of the country, once affecting 80% of the blank, that one of the meaning of the name of the local town Ifakara is the place people go to die. Fortunately, malaria deaths are on the dash in recent years. One reason is the use of insecticide treated bed nets, which remain the most dash means to control the disease. Okay, so we have gone through the passage quickly. Now let us go through the sentences. If you haven't gone through the passage, what you can do is you can take a screenshot quickly. Good morning, Ansar. People who are joining us right now, we are solving cloze test passages today. You can quickly take a screenshot and then we'll move on to the questions. Now let us move on to the questions. The first question or the first blank here says Mosquito City is located in a or an of Tanzania's that's hot, humid and swampy. So the given options here are arid, sorrow, region and doctor. Now if you notice, a and an are what? They are articles, they are determiners. So whatever follows an article must be a noun or it must be an adjective that qualifies a noun. So in case of this blank, it must be filled in by a noun. Now if you notice, arid here is what? It is an adjective. So this here can be negated, right? So you are left with three options: sorrow, region and doctor. Yes, most of you are giving me the correct answer. Nishi, Wajid, Sindhuja, Numan. Yes, you guys are right. Rohit. Yeah, the correct answer is option C, region. Why? Because sorrow and doctor, even though these two are also nouns, these do not fit in contextually in this blank. So, Mosquito City is located in a part or in a region of Tanzania, right? So, region here is the correct answer for option C. Karthik, Shivani, yes, you guys are right. Yes, sorrow and doctor are irrelevant. They are contextually incorrect in case of this sentence. Moving on to the second question now. The second question or the second blank here says, in other words, perfect conditions for its primary dash. Now you must notice, in case of cloze test passages, you will have to focus on the previous sentences and the preceding sentences or the sentences that follow a given sentence, right? In this case, perfect conditions are mentioned in the previous sentence, that is hot, humid and swampy conditions, right? So Mosquito City is named after mosquitoes, right? And the conditions are hot, humid and swampy. So in other words, perfect conditions for its primary blank. The fact that the city is named after mosquitoes, this question becomes very easy. Most of you are giving me the correct answer. Yes, the correct answer is option B. Why? Because the city is named after mosquitoes and the profitable conditions for mosquitoes to breed are hot, humid and swampy weather conditions, right? So the sentence is talking about perfect conditions for primary what? Residents. So the species who occupy this city are what? Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are primary residents of this city. That is why even the city is named after mosquitoes. It is called Mosquito City. Hence option B here is the correct answer. And the other options are what? They are contextually incorrect. So filter cannot fit in, area cannot fit in and customers cannot fit in. Moreover, customer here is what? It is singular and here you require a plural noun, right? So residents here is the correct answer. Yes, Adish, arid means hot and dry desert type conditions which are not suitable for vegetation. Now we'll move on to the next question. If you guys have no doubts in this question, we'll move on to the next question. The correct answer option for this question is option B, that is residence. Most of you gave the correct answer. Yes, Shashank, Karthik, Rishipal, the correct answer is residence. Jinal, Prashant, Nishi, yes. Now moving on to the third blank. In case of the third blank, the sentence says malaria has been so widespread in this part of the country, once infecting 80% of the dash, that the meaning of the name of the local town Ifkara is the place where people go to die. So if you notice, people are the subject in this case, right? So here you must refer to people, and what is a group of people called, or who are the residents of those people or people who visit. So in this case the correct answer is population. Why? Because the disease malaria infects people, right? And the group of people or the people residing in the city is called the population of the city. So the correct answer is in this case is population. So this is a relatively easier passage and most of the blanks are very easy, right? So the other options you can negate on the basis of context, right? So the correct answer in this case is population, because malaria infected 80% of the people living in the city. That is why even the local town is called the place where people go to die. Yes, Rani, Rishipal, Wajid. Yes, you guys are right. The correct answer is population. Bharti, I see many new subscribers today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Like the session so that we can move forward. I would request you all to like the session and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you subscribe to the channel, you will get updates on all the new content that we work on and that we bring up to you, right? So subscribe to the channel. Yes, Neha, it would be more or less similar to what we are doing in our classes. And what you can do is, thank you, Shivani. What you can do is, Neha, you can subscribe to the mock test and you can subscribe to the IB ACIO target batch if you wish to practice more and more, because we are giving up more content in the target batch. So make sure that you subscribe to the target batch. Moving on to the fourth question now. Fortunately, malaria deaths are on the dash in the recent years. Now, this here, fortunately here, holds a positive connotation, right? It has a positive connotation. And the fact that the previous sentence talks about malaria deaths, and fortunately here what it presents a contrast, right? So this fortunately here presents a contrast and it also holds a positive connotation. So the fact that it holds a positive connotation, it means malaria deaths are reducing. So which of these options indicates that malaria deaths are reducing? Yes, you guys are absolutely right. I have started getting the correct answers. The correct answer is option B, decline. Decline here means that deaths are constantly reducing. The number of deaths due to malaria is declining, it is reducing in number. So the correct answer is option B. Yes. Vikas, Neha, Wajid, Nishi, Shivani, Jinal, Bharti, Kaushik. Yes, you guys are absolutely right. Sorry, Kaushik, the correct answer is option B, decline. Far is incorrect. Yes, moving on to the fifth question now. One reason is the use of insecticide treated bed nets, which remain one of the most dash means to control the disease. Now, the fact that the deaths have declined, what is the reason or what is the primary source of declining of these deaths? The fact that people are using insecticide treated bed nets, right? So, they are successful in reducing the number of deaths due to malaria. So, which of the following is the correct answer, guys? Yes, the correct answer is option C, that is effective. So these insecticide treated bed nets, they are successful in reducing the number of deaths, and the success is indicated by the word effective given in option C. So option C here is the correct answer. Absolutely right. Ejaz, Numan, Sheikh. Yes, you guys are absolutely right. Neha, Sangeeta. I see many new users today. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't liked the session, please like the session. Then we'll move on to the next passage, the second passage of the day. Okay? Yep. So the second passage of the day is in front of you guys. You can quickly go through the session and the passage. So the passage talks about Galileo Galilei, right? Go through the directions also and go through the passage carefully. In case you have any doubts in the previous questions, you can ask me right now. Thank you, General. Yep. So we'll go through the passage together now. Galileo Galilei was born dash 15th February 1564 in Pisa, Italy. Galileo right from his childhood had interest in mathematics and natural philosophy, but his father Vincenzo Galilei wanted him to dash a medical doctor. Accordingly, Galileo enrolled himself for a medical degree at University of Pisa in 1581 due to dash he never completed because of his real interest in mathematics. In 1860, in 1586, he wrote his first scientific book, The Little Balance, in which he dashed Archimedes' method of dash the relative densities of substances using a balance. So, the passage is talking about Galileo Galilei. Now, if you have read the passage, we'll move forward. And in case you haven't read the passage, I would suggest you take a screenshot. Yep. So let us move forward, right? Now, in this case, the first blank says Galileo Galilei was born dash 15th February 1564 in Pisa, Italy. So you have to fill in this blank with a suitable preposition which indicates this date, right? When was he born? Go ahead and try to answer this question. This is a very easy question. I'm sure most of you will get it correct. Yes, I've started getting the correct answers. Vajid, Shivani, Sangeeta, Bharti, Nishi, Sheikh, Numan, Jinal, Moni, Ejaz, Shivani. Yes, you guys are absolutely right. Neha, the correct answer is on. So the preposition on here indicates that he was born on this particular date, that is 15 February 1564. So this was a relatively easy blank, easy sentence. So we'll move forward. Yes, Kaushik, the correct answer is option A, on. Now moving on to the seventh question and the second blank for this passage. So the second sentence says, Galileo right from his childhood had interest in mathematics and natural philosophy. So these are the two subjects or fields that he was interested in, that is mathematics and natural philosophy. But his father wanted him to dash a medical doctor. Now if you notice, this but here indicates a contrast, right? So the fact that this but here indicates a contrast, his father wanted him to pursue or do something else, right? His father wanted him to dash a medical doctor. Yes, I've started getting the correct answers. The correct answer is become. Now let us go through the other options. Disagree and augment are contextually incorrect. Why? What does the word augment mean, guys? The word augment means increase, right? Just the correct answer is option D. I'll tell you why became is not correct. See, the blank is preceded by to. Now, whichever verb follows to must be placed in the base form. So, this verb must be used in the base form. Why? Due to the rule of infinitive. So, you can remember this as a rule that the verb following to must always be used in the base form. And became here is what? It is the past tense form of the word become. So this is used in past tense, right? It is not the base form of the verb. So you will negate became here and you are left with option D, that is become. So his father wanted him to become a medical doctor. His father did not want him to pursue mathematics or natural philosophy, right? So the correct answer is option D, that is become. Yes, Rani, Shivani, Sheikh, Nawajid, Moni, Numan, Tarun. I see many new users today. Guys, welcome to the session. A very warm welcome. And if you haven't liked the session, please like the session, subscribe to the channel. You can also enroll to the IB ACIO target batch, which has already started on the 18th of January, right? Now moving on to the third blank of this passage. Accordingly, Galileo enrolled himself for a medical degree at University of Pisa. So he gave in to the wishes of his father because his father wanted him to become a medical doctor, right? His father wanted him to become a medical doctor. So accordingly, he enrolled himself for a medical degree at the University of Pisa in 1581. Due to dash, he never completed because of his real interest in mathematics, due to which he never completed. So which here is the correct answer? I'll tell you why the other options are incorrect. See, who is used in case of living beings. So who is usually used to refer to human beings, right? And those here is a plural pronoun. So those here is plural and this is what? This does not fit into the blank, right? So options B and C are negated. Now we are left with what? What is used to ask questions, right? So option D here is also negated, which leaves us with option A, and most of you have given me the correct answer. Rishipal, Kundan, Tarun, Moni, Numan, Nishi, Shayan, Sudarshan, Wajid. I see many new students today. Welcome to the session, guys. Sangeeta, Shubha, Bharti, Karthik. Yep, you guys are absolutely right. The correct answer is which. So, which did not allow him to pursue his real interest in mathematics because he had enrolled in the medical degree at University of Pisa in 1581. So, moving on to the fourth blank of this passage and the ninth question for the day. In 1586, he wrote his first scientific book called The Little Balance, in which he dash Archimedes' method of dash. This is the fifth blank, so we will be discussing it in the next question. But first, let us focus on the fourth blank here. So, in 1586, he wrote his first scientific book, The Little Balance, in which he dash. So, what did he do? Which do you think is the correct answer? Yes, most of you are right. The correct answer is option D. And in case you have doubts why explains is incorrect, I'll tell you the reason why explains is incorrect, because some of you have answered A also. So we'll discuss why explains is incorrect in this sentence. Prescribed and inscribe are incorrect contextually, right? Now, why is explains incorrect? Because this sentence talks about an event of past, right? It talks about events of 1586. So, explains here cannot be used. Why? Because explains would have been used in order to express events of present. So, you will not use explains here, but you will use described here. So, described here refers to events of past, right? Yes, past form is required. So, past tense according to the requirement of the sentence and according to the date mentioned in the sentence, we'll say described is the correct answer for option 4, for blank 4, right? Now moving on to the next blank and the last blank for this passage. We have one more passage and we'll be solving it together. So Numan is asking me, had it been explained? So in which he explained Archimedes, yes, then it would have been correct. Why? Because then it would have been the past form of the verb, right? So yes, this is correct. Described is correct, but here explains is given. So explain we won't choose this as the correct option. We'll say described here is the correct answer. Option D. Now moving on to the next question. So in 1586, he wrote his first scientific book, The Little Balance, in which he described Archimedes' method of relative densities of substances using a balance. So Archimedes gave us a method of what? Archimedes, yes, I see most of you are giving me the correct answer. So Archimedes gave us the method of determining, he gave us the method of finding the relative densities of substances using a balance. So what Galileo did was, Galileo described this method given by Archimedes to find out the relative densities of the substance. So finding here is the correct answer, and exchanging, trading or arbitrating are incorrect. In case you do not know the meanings of any of the words, feel free to ask me the meanings of these words. Till then, I'll go through your answer options. Numan is right, Kaushik is right, Moni, Ejaz, Sudarshan, Wajid. Yes, you guys are right, absolutely right. So the answer option is option D. Now, arbitrating means to reach authoritative judgment or settlement. So, arbitrating here is contextually incorrect. None of you asked me the meaning of the word arbitrating. So, arbitrating means when you reach a settlement or a judgment on an authoritative note, right? Trading means when you exchange or buy or sell goods, it means trading. And exchanging, obviously, when you exchange things. Good morning, Deepak. We are discussing closed test passages for IB ACIO exam. Now, moving on to the next passage. In case you have doubts in any of the previous questions, feel free to screenshot the question and ask me the same in the comments section once the session is over, right? So, the passage says, several years ago, I dashed Mount Washington in Nevada to see the dash complex life forms on Earth. Typically found at elevations dash than 3000 meters, bristlecone pine trees can live for as long as 5 millennia. They do so by dash very slowly in arid environments that are too dash for most other life forms, right? So please quickly go through the passage. Good morning, everyone. In case you have joined us right now, we are discussing closed test passages, and make sure that you like the session, subscribe to our channel, share the video with as many friends as you have so that all your friends can benefit from the session. Go through this passage, guys. Then we'll move on to the questions. Yep. So let us move on to the first question for this passage. The sentence says, several years ago, I dashed Mount Washington in Nevada. So the sentence here says, several years ago, I dashed Mount Washington in Nevada. What did the speaker or the author of the passage do? Yes, you climb a mountain. The fact that you climb a mountain, the correct answer is option C, which most of you are giving me. Yes, absolutely right, guys. So in case you have noticed the passage, or in case you had gone through the passage is talking about the exploration trip that the speaker might have taken, right? So the speaker went there to see something. So the fact that the speaker went on an exploration trip means he climbed the mountain. The fact that he noticed the mountain, you can notice a mountain from a great distance also, right? So the fact that he went there and physically examined all the complex life forms indicates that noticed here is incorrect. Decided and informed are also incorrect. Why? Because these do not fit in contextually. These render the sentence meaningless, right? So you are left with option C, climbed. So climbed here is the correct answer. Now, yep. So moving on to the next question. Yes, scaled would have been correct. So Darshan is asking me if scaled is the correct answer. Yes, it would have been the correct answer. Subject English hai, and we are solving closed test passages for IB ACIO exam. Yep. So moving on to the next question now, the second question or the second blank for this passage. So several years ago, I climbed Mount Washington in Nevada to see dash complex life forms on Earth. Now, if you notice, all these options might fit in. But we have to find out the most suitable option. And in order to find out the most suitable option, you will have to go through the following sentence, the sentence that follows this given sentence, right? So, the following sentence says, typically found at elevations of dash than 3000 meters, Bristol cone pine trees can live for as long as 5 millennia. So, what does 1 millennium account for? 1 millennium is equal to 1000 years. So, 5 millennia is equal to 5000 years, guys. So, the fact that these trees can survive up to 5000 years, what does it indicate? It indicates that the speaker or the author went there to examine the most oldest and the most complex life forms on Earth. So, a species that is surviving for 5000 years, it means that these species are one of the most oldest surviving species on Earth, right? So, oldest here is the correct answer. Latest here would have been incorrect. Why? Because it talks about species that are 5000 years ago old. So option A here is the correct answer. This was slightly tricky because you had to understand the concept and you had to understand the context. That is, you had to read through the passage and you had to understand what 5 millennia here was indicating, right? So this was primary here. You had to understand the meaning of the word 5 millennia. Millennia here is the plural form of the word millennium, and 1 millennium is equal to 1000 years. So the correct answer in this case is option A, that is oldest. So the speaker went there to examine the oldest complex life forms on Earth. Now moving on to the third question. In case of this sentence, the sentence says typically found at elevations dash than 3000 meters, bristlecone pine trees can live for as long as 5 millennia. Now if you notice, this passage is talking about a mountain, right? Now I've given you the hint for this passage, for this blank. The fact that this passage is talking about a mountain, which of the following can be a correct answer? Typically found at elevations dash than 3000 meters, and the passage is talking about a mountain. Yes. Most of you have gotten it correct. Tarun, Shayan, Mukesh, Moni, Neha, Wajid, Nishi. Yes, the correct answer is option D, higher. So the fact that this speaker, he climbed a mountain, the fact that these trees cannot be growing at lower altitudes, so he climbed a mountain in order to examine these species, indicates that these species or these trees grow at more than 3000 meters above the sea level. So higher here is the correct answer. So these trees grow higher than 3000 meters. Lower, smaller and shorter would have been incorrect in case of this sentence according to the context of the passage. Numan, Kundan, Ram, Bharti. Yes, you guys are absolutely right. The correct answer is option D, higher. Wajid, yes, you guys are right. Moving on to the fourth question or the fourth blank of this passage. They do so. Now this they refers to the pine cone trees that are mentioned in the previous sentence. So the previous sentence says typically found at elevations higher than 3000 meters, bristlecone pine trees can live for as long as 5 millennia. Now these bristlecone pine trees are referred to as they. So these trees are referred to using the pronoun they. So they do so by dash very slowly in arid environments that are to dash for most other life forms. Try to solve this question, guys. This is a relatively easier question. Yes, I've started getting the correct answers. Most of you are giving the correct answers. Aryan, if you have joined us right now, we are discussing closed test passages. A very good morning to you. Neha, yes, the correct answer is growing. Ankit, Wajid, Praneeth, Shayan, Ram, Nishi, Numan, Sudarshan, Karthik, Moni, Kundan. Yes, you guys are absolutely right. Yes, the correct answer is option B, growing. So, how do these trees grow? They do so by growing very slowly. So, they do so by growing very slowly. The fact that they are surviving for 5,000 years, they do so by growing very slowly. So, they develop very slowly in arid environments. Now, let us solve the fifth question here itself, right? Or let us switch the screen. So, the fact that they grow in arid environments indicates that what? This arid environment indicates that the environment is unsuitable for vegetation. So, this brings us to the fifth blank, and we are solving it for the fifth blank now. Arid environment indicates that it is too dry or barren for vegetation. So, it is too dry for any kind of vegetation. It is not suitable for any kind of vegetation. So, the fact that it is not suitable for any vegetation, most of the life forms will not be able to survive. So, the correct answer here is option C, that is harsh. So, they are not suitable for most of the other life forms. So, most of you have given me the correct answer, that is option C, starting with Noman, Kundan, Anurag. I see many new users today. So, yes, whoever has answered the answer option as option C, harsh, is correct. So, Darshan, yes, the correct answer is option C, harsh. Yeah. So, in case you guys have doubts in any of the questions that we have discussed today, make sure that you take a screenshot and ask me the questions in the comments section. Make sure that you clear all your doubts. Do not shy away from asking your doubts, because only when you ask your doubts will you be able to learn. And this brings us to the end of the session for today. Make sure that you like the session. In case you liked the session, please like it so that I can come up with more such content. Yes, Neha, the correct answer is harsh. Yep. So, this brings us to the end of the session. In case you have any doubts, I'm still here. You can ask me your doubts. Else we'll end the session. Alright guys, this was it for today. Make sure that you practice very well, and whatever doubts you have, make sure that you come up with your doubts and ask us your doubts. All the best for your preparation, guys. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time, at the same channel at 10 a.m. So make sure that you tune in at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Alright guys, thank you.
Hi guys, the next big opportunity that you have is IB exam, and if you haven't started your preparation yet, need not worry. Olive Board is coming up with a new course, IB ACIO Target Batch, which starts from 18th of January. So we will have concepts, we'll have live classes, mock discussions, and also special focus on content which will be based on previous year papers, so that you get a clear idea on what are the kind of questions asked in each section. Also, in English particularly, I'll be covering the descriptive part, which includes your essay and précis writing for this particular exam. So enroll now.